I have no idea what's going on with my hair. I don't know why she's sticking up like that. But I cut my own hair. So whatever happens, happens. At this point, I can't even be mad about it because I'm not a licensed hairdresser. I'm going to look up the correct title for people that are hairstylists. Like the correct title. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. That was a chaotic intro. I am so sorry, guys. I promise I'll try to like for the rest of the video, but we'll see how it goes because you know me. So, reading update. I haven't finished a damn book. I haven't finished a single book since last week, which is okay. That's fine. That's okay. Rolling with the punches. Trying to avoid a reading slump at all costs. I don't know. And I'm not going to say it's a reading slump because I'm enjoying the things I'm reading. Like I'm loving A Song of Legends Lost and To Shape a Dragon's Breath. They're such good stories. But it's just taking me forever to finish them. And I don't understand why. Like I don't know what it is that is like keeping me from finishing a story. It could just be the fact that life, right? And my kiddo's birthday just passed and something about turning 3 has brought out the terrible twos. But at 3, I don't really understand that. I'm currently working on A Song of Legends Lost. That is on my Kindle, Tia. Instagram named my Kindle for me. Her name is Tia. Where is she? Tia? I think she's charging, actually. Anyways, I'm working on A Song of Legends Lost. That is an arc. So that book came out in the UK already, I think. But it's not being published here in the US until... Or it's not being released, sorry. In the US until June, I believe. It's really good. It's the first book in an epic trilogy. It is high fantasy, magic. It's quite interesting. And I really don't know what direction it's going in, but I can tell you that I have already formed emotional attachments to certain characters. And if anything happens to them, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself because it's the first book in a trilogy. It's definitely one of those books that I'm glad I got my hands on early. Like, and then I found out about it early, as in like I didn't find out about it after it's been out forever and ever, because I definitely think that a reread of A Song of Legends Lost is going to be absolutely necessary and vital before picking up the second book in that trilogy. It's not because it's too dense and it's like hard to follow, but more so because the story is just so and complex makes you think like, oh my god, I'm gonna be confused. No, I just feel like there's so many layers to the story, to the characters. It really does require a reread, in my opinion, for things to like come full circle and for me to feel like I got the full picture before starting book 2. So I'm glad I got my hands on it now, and I will update you guys once I finish it. I really hope I finish it like this week because what's going on? It doesn't take me this long usually to read books. I am going to be DNFing The Will of the Many. I'm not going to get that brick. I am going to be DNFing it, but it's a soft DNF. It's me. It's me right now. I need short books. I need thrillers. I need manga. So we're going to soft DNF The Will of the Many for now. I will come back to it at a later date. I think that the second book is coming out this year in the summer. So it actually kind of works out. I'll pick up the second book. I'll pick up the first book and pick it back. Oh my god, can I talk? I will reread the first book, or I'll pick up where I left off, depending on how much I remember, before the second book comes out, and then I can read the second book if I like the first book. Because everybody's like, The Will of the Many, the ending is so epic. Oh my god, it's crazy. And like right now, I don't see how I'm gonna feel that. I don't see how that's gonna be my reaction yet. So I'm gonna leave it there. We'll come back to it eventually. But like I think that's the only book that I'm DNFing, and it's a soft DNF. I'm also finishing up To Shape a Dragon's Breath on my Kindle, and I'm really enjoying that story. I personally love dragons. I like dragons in stories. I like dragon riders, and I love the emotional intelligence that the dragons in To Shape a Dragon's Breath are displaying so far. There's just something about them that makes them so endearing. Even the dragons that I think maybe I'm not supposed to like, or like they're not supposed to be my favorite, I just love them all. There are a lot of different types of dragons, though, and I do find myself having to, like, flip forward to remind myself which dragons are which and who belongs to who. But I really enjoy the relationship between the FMC and her dragon specifically. So I will do a full review on that book once I finish it, but it's going really well. I just am reading so slow right now, and I really don't know why. And then And then I'm also working on a buddy read with Sheldina, except she finished it. So this weekend did not go to plan, which you guys will see in my like weekend vlog that I'm gonna do. Well, I guess it's just a Sunday vlog. It did not go the way I wanted it to. So I intended to read pretty much the entirety of The Maidens this weekend, and I did, and I think I'm 74 pages in. That's great. That's awesome. But Sheldina finished it. She didn't spoil it for me, but I didn't know that this was kind of like a prequel for The Silent Patient by Alex Michael Leeds? By that guy. I didn't know that this was kind of a prequel to that, which makes me more excited to pick up The Silent Patient because I've always been on the fence about it. I feel like the reviews for The Silent Patient are really, really mixed, and it terrifies me because I already know what the story's about, sort of, but it's like, why is it such a mixed bag of reactions to it? But now that I've started reading this, and I'm pretty comfortable with his writing so far, I think I'm going to like The Silent Patient. But we'll see. Once I finish this, we'll see. This is pretty bingeable in my opinion. Like, it's reading really quickly. I just don't love the FMC, Mariana. She's not my favorite person, but I think that there's a point to that. So I don't know. Once I get deeper into it, I think I'll be able to like form a real opinion on her. But so far, I like it. It's really bingeable in my opinion. I think I definitely would have gotten a little bit further if I didn't let my bad weekend get to me. And that's why you shouldn't let the bad moments bring you down, because they're just moments. And after bad moments, there has to be good moments. Hopefully, right? Right? Hopefully. For this week, I do want to shift gears a little bit. So I'm going to keep in line with my book recommendations from my fellow creators. And Green Teeth is my book recommendation for April. We're in April still. From Sam. I'm getting cozy fantasy from it, so I'm really excited to start it. I think that this might be like the perfect fantasy for me right now because, again, I'm a little, I don't know, I think maybe I'm just a little brain tired. And something like this, that usually cozy fantasies are a little bit easier to follow. They're a little bit more emotional for me and a little bit less, I don't even know how to say it because I know people are really weird about words, but I just feel like cozy fantasy is much easier for me to read. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm excited to read Green Teeth, and this is my rec from Sam for the month. And I trust Sam when it comes to book recs, I do. And then B recommended the Mindfuck series by St. Abby? St. Abby. Stabby. I think I've heard people refer to her as Stabby. And this was actually quite difficult to get my hands on. Sheldina is in Texas, and I'm in Rhode Island. Sheldina went to a book sale where she got her hands on this and then mailed it to me. Get yourself real friends. That's all I'm going to say. Get yourself real friends. And I'm really excited to read this. Oh, here is B's recommendation video because she's a cutie and I absolutely love her.
Hey friends. So my name is Bianca Marie and I am here to help my girl Ange pick her April TBR. So my choice for her for the month of April is going to be the Mind F series by St. Abby. This is a collection of, I believe, 5 novellas. It is a thriller, and it has some romance aspects to it for sure, but it is definitely a thriller, and there's a lot of drama. There's a lot going on. It's so good, and I am super excited to recommend this to her, and I'm so excited to get her thoughts and see what she thinks, and yeah, have a good reading month, boo!
So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm like nervous excited because everybody I see talk about the Mindfuck series talks about how much they love it and how good it is. And that always makes me nervous because what if I don't like it? I hate not liking books, if I'm so honest. I prefer to love books when I read them. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm also excited because, again, so many people have said they liked it. And I was under the impression that this was like a dark romance, which isn't necessarily my favorite in this era that I'm in right now as a reader. But I've been corrected and told that it's more of a thriller and there's a little dose of romance in it. So I'm actually really fucking excited to read this. And I will keep you guys posted because this is 5 books in one. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to do the audiobook for the Mindfuck series though. I think I'm just going to eyeball read it. Eyeball read it, like Sam says. I was going to say something else, but it's not appropriate for YouTube. And then we're going back into manga. We're going back to the mangas because I think part of the reason I'm starting to feel like a little tired of reading is maybe because I'm not using enough like palette cleansers. I'm not mixing up the books, the types of books that I'm reading. So I think that manga will help with that because they're really quick reads. They're super, super wholesome. And I just love reading the ones I have read so far, at least. I've enjoyed them because they are so lighthearted and like I get giddy and I'm like, oh my god, it's so cute. So we're gonna go back to manga for this week and keep following up with manga too. So I want to pick up The Fragrant Flower. This is volume 5. I believe I have volume 6 too. So maybe I almost slapped my face with the book. Can you talk? We're gonna finish up volume 5 and I think I'll jump into volume 6, but I'll update you guys next week about that. And then we're going to get back into Skip and Loafer with volume 2. And then I would really like to read The Promised Neverland. This is volume 1. I have heard, right, this is not as cute as the cover would make you think. And honestly, I believe it because they have like numbers tattooed on their neck. So I'm actually very, very intrigued by this story and I can't wait to start it. So those are the manga that I want to read this week. I'm kind of shifting gears from fantasy into thrillers. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I have an entire stack of thrillers over here. And I did talk about them in my vlog. I mentioned my book haul, which is pretty much where all of these came from, except for Heartless. Heartless is the only one that's not a thriller. It's a YA fantasy? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. That's what we're doing. I think I might want to reread The Da Vinci Code, but I don't know if it'll be this month or not. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. That's where I'm at right now. Like I said, reading's kind of been like a little bit of a chore lately. I don't know why. Because again, I don't hate the books I'm reading. Even The Will of the Many that I'm softy DNFing, it's not like I hate it. I don't know, like I can't focus on what I'm reading for too long. And I fear that it's because I've been reading too many heavy hitters. So I need to like pull it back, rein it in, and start picking up like more lighthearted stuff. Or things that will engage me a little bit more for a little bit less quantity of pages, because The Will of the Many is like 700 pages. It's such a big book. It's a brick. It's a literal, you could swing that bitch and you knock somebody out. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Sorry, I'm done. I'm so done. As far as watching, I don't know. I haven't really had the time to like watch anything lately, so I don't even want to say I'm watching anything. If I do end up watching an anime, it's probably either going to be Tokyo Ghoul or I've been in the mood to rewatch Fruits Basket. I don't know why. I think it's because I saw one of my mutuals post about it and I was already kind of like looking for lighthearted stuff based on the manga that I'm picking up. So I think I might rewatch Fruits Basket. I don't know. Or A Sign of Affection. I don't know. There's so many things out there. We'll see. I will let you guys know probably towards the end of the week, next week, depending on when this goes out. If I do end up watching any I don't know how you guys put up with me. I really don't. I appreciate you so much for coming to these videos and watching this nonsense. Anyways, that is my reading update. So we're all on the same page about what I'm doing because you guys care, apparently. Don't hurt my feelings. Anyways, I will see you guys for the next video. Thank you for watching. And as always, happy reading.